So, hi all, today I'm going to show you how we can install Apache Hadoop in Windows 11 PC. So to install Apache Hadoop, we need the Java in our system and we are going to use the Java 8. So let's install Java 8 first and then we'll move forward to install Apache Hadoop. To check whether you have a Java 8 installed or not, you can go to the command prompt and type Java. As you can see, it is getting an error like Java is not recognizable as an internal or external command. So it means it is not installed or it is not set in our computer. And in our case, it is not installed yet. So let's open the browser, download and install Java 8. So Java download, and we are going to use the Java 8. So go to the Java website, scroll down, find Java 8 and go to the Windows and download the 64-bit installer. It will start the download as you can see, and it is of like 90 MB. It will be downloaded in like 15 seconds depending on your network speed. So let's wait for it to download. The download is completed and now we are going to install it. Double click on it. First install the JDK, then JRE. So click on next, and like now we need to choose the path where we need to install the JDK. So make sure you will have a path which do not have a space in between names, otherwise it will create issue in the Hadoop running. So I'm going to install Java in the C drive directory. I'll create a new folder, JDK. Next, let's wait for it to complete. Once that is done, it will ask for JRE installation. Now we need to set the path for the JRE. Go to the C drive. Then I'm going to create a new folder named JRE. Select that folder and click on next. Let's wait for it to complete and then we'll move forward. Now our Java installation is complete. So once the Java is installed, we will need to set up the environment variable so that we can run Java from any place in command prompt. Click on the search, type edit environment variable. Go to the environment variable, under the path, under the system variable, go to edit, create a new entry, browse for JDK, then bin, add it, and then open the CMD to check whether it is successfully set up or not. Type Java. As you can see, it gives multiple options that we can run with Java. To check the version, type Java -version. And the setting up of environmental variable is completed. Let's move forward and download Apache Hadoop 3.3.6. So open the Chrome browser, type Apache Hadoop download, go to the first link, select 3.3.6, the binary download, open the first link, the download will start. It will take around 2 to 3 minutes depending on your network speed, and it is of about 700 MB. Let's wait for it to complete. So the file is a tar.cz file, so we need any extractor to extract this file. You can use any extractor like Winaria, 7z. So I'm going to use the 7z over here. Make sure to run the extractor as an admin mode because it required some privileges to extract some of the files. Extract. First it unzip the .zz format, then we'll need to extract it again. Let's wait for it to get completed. As you can see, it is done. I'm going to place this file under the C drive along with my Java files. If you want, you can keep it on desktop as well. Now just like Java, we need to set the environment variable for this Hadoop as well. So for this, we'll open the edit environment variables. We'll go to the environment variable, we'll go to the path, we'll do edit, we'll create a new browse under my PC, under Hadoop, we need to add first the bin file, and then we need to create another entry, and that will be storing the sbin file. So we'll go to the browse, under my PC, under Hadoop, there is a sbin file, include that as well. Click on OK, OK, and OK. So Hadoop is basically developed to run on a Linux based operating system. So in order to make it run in the Windows, we need some supporting files like the WinUtils files and the Hadoop DLL. So for that we can download it using the browser. Just type WinUtils Hadoop download. So as you can see, our GitHub link will appear. You can use the GitHub link. You can go to the respective version of your Hadoop. We are using the Hadoop 3.3.6. We'll go over there and we'll download the Hadoop DLL file. And other than that, we'll be downloading the WinUtils file. As you can see, the file is download Hadoop DLL and the WinUtils. We'll copy these files and paste it under the Hadoop bin section. So other than this, we need to modify the 4 files which will be used to create the environment which is required to run the Hadoop. So that files are present under etc Hadoop. So first modify the core site.xml. I'll do the modification and then I'll explain what I did. So the core site.xml, under this we define the default file system for Hadoop, and here we are defining the HDFS file system. By default it is using the local file system, and we are setting up the localhost is 9000. This helps to enable Hadoop to work with the HDFS. We'll save the file and we'll move to the next file, that is maple site.html. I'll do the modifications and then I'll let you know. So this file enables MapReduce on Yarn. So here we are specifying which MapReduce framework will do the job. So Yarn we are setting. Let's move to the next file, that is hdfs site.xml. Let's do the modification. So this file controls the storage, replication, and directories. The DFS replication specifies the data, how many times it gets replicated. So it is a single node cluster, so we are setting it only 1. So by default it is set it to 3. And here the name node and the data node locations is being set. This file // is used to tell like this is the local file system, and make sure you use the /, not the /, in the path. And as you have seen, like I have created the 2 folders under the Hadoop 3.3 data, name node and data node. This is used to store the files of the name node and data node. Name node store the meta data which include the file name, block locations, and permissions, whereas the data node stores the actual data itself. Let's save it and move to the next file. Let's do the modification. So in this file, it configures the Yarn services which manage the cluster resources. This specifies extra service node manager, and here we are specifying the Java class that handles the shuffle. Default Hadoop shuffle is implemented over here. So let's save this file. So next we need to edit the Hadoop env cmd file. Open it in any editor. We'll use the notepad here as of now. Here find the Java home so over here, as you are seeing, the Java home is set as a variable. We did not create this variable, so we'll create it. Let's create this variable, edit environment variable, new. We need to select browse directory, this PC, JDK. So now the Java home is also set. If it did not work, we will directly set the path here. So the next step is to format the name node. For that, let's open the CMD. Make sure to run it in the administrator mode. So for this, we'll type the command hdfs name node -format. It will format the name node. If it's asked for any confirmation, type Y and press enter. Now to run all the services or the daemons of the Hadoop, you need to do type start all .cmd, start -all.cmd. It will open multiple CMD in which it runs the name node, the node manager, and the data nodes. Just minimize those and go to the Chrome and go to the URL localhost 9870. It will open the name node or the data node dashboard. In the other URL, you can go to the localhost 8088. It will open the dashboard for the Hadoop node manager. So both of them are running. To check the services that is running, you can go to the CMD, type JPS command. It will tell all the services that is running. To stop all the running daemons, you need to enter the command stop -all.cmd and it will close all the daemons. So that's it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.